They're on their way to a sex therapist. They really will need that help. Please welcome Meryl Streep and Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah.
So happy. It really is to have you both on. We're very, very pleased and very proud. Did you do this to her?
Yeah.
Well, part of the role. What happened to you?
Scene in the movie theater.
Yeah. I hope it's nothing serious.
No, this was a cooking accident.
Oh dear.
A cooking accident.
Didn't you learn anything from that film? From being Julia Charles, whatever it is.
Just
Oh
got
dear.
carried away. It's about how to cut the avocado.
Oh, you did it the wrong way.
I did it the wrong way. I went this way instead of this way.
Meryl.
So look at you sitting here with all of us. This is the first time you've been with us. Meryl has been here before. What's it feel like with all of this, all of these hormones raging around you?
I hadn't noticed any raging hormones, but it's awfully good company.
We'll show you later.
Okay.
We have all seen this movie, and we all enjoyed it. Although it's listed as a comedy, we're not so sure it's that. It's very touching and very true. But you play a couple who've been married 31 years, and most of the movies these days are action films, and they're made for a very young audience. Yeah.
Yeah.
So were you at all worried about the fact that this would have wide appeal?
No. I wasn't worried. Were you? No.
Because there aren't a lot of movies that are made for, quote, adults.
Yeah. Well, I think this is sort of made for anybody. Frankly, because I remember being in college and kind of getting bored with somebody, and it was really, when you get bored with somebody, it's because you're bored with yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
On a certain, well, I'm just saying sometimes.
Yeah.
Sure.
And yeah, I didn't think it was like we're making a movie for old people. I thought a lot of people would think it was funny. And
It's
A lot of people have sexual problems, and a lot of people don't communicate when they're very young and when they're newly married.
You know, and Meryl, in this movie, it was, and I'm one of the ones I just thought it transcended age.
So did.
It was so many layers of a relationship. But, you know, when you first got the script, you and Tommy Lee, it was a lot of very frank sexual talk in there. What'd you both think when you...
And action.
Yeah, and sexual action in it. What'd you think when you saw that script with all of that?
I thought it was funny.
You know, Whoopi alluded to actually the scene where you're in the movie theater and Meryl, your characters.
give that away.
I won't, but that's, did you expect, because I know, Tommy Lee, you took this film primarily because you'd be working with
Because I would do
Meryl.
that.
But did right.
I've been waiting a long time.
Really, that was it. That was the
You
selling
can do
point
it
for
and
you,
get
right?
paid for it, too, yeah.
Oh, hell, we all do that.
yeah, well, it just seemed to have two things, which is great in a movie. Is that the humor brings you in, and then you listen and you pay attention because of what it's really, where it touches you. And so that's always really hard to find in a lot of the films, which, you're right.
Didn't you feel that we were talking in the Hot Topics about the relationship was dead? It wasn't just about the sex. It was about, touching you in the morning and having a sense of humor with each other. All that stuff that means friendship, that was gone. So that's why I thought the sex, of course, would follow and be dead, right?
But then the question, can you bring it back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think, hope springs eternal, doesn't it? And, we believe. And when you get married, you believe. You get married because you think, it is possible.
But your character, and I think like many women too, your character is the initiator in terms of really getting things back on track.
Always.
Is it always the case, right? Why?
Because women are schooled in relationships. They start when they're teenagers and they read magazines about, will he like this or will he like, and all that stuff. So we are sort of more interested. They read about, you know.
And what do the men do when they
batting
feel,
averages.
Tommy Lee, what do the men do? Not that you could speak for men, but, you know, all men, but...
No, but men usually like to fix things, but why not relationships? Why don't they take the first step?
Do the men try to fix anything, or do they go off with another woman when this type of thing happens?
I don't know how to speak in, you know, in generally. I agree with Meryl that men are not so attentive to the maintenance of a relationship. They figure it's going to happen, and if or not, and that's pretty much the way life goes. And if it keeps on not happening for long enough, then the alternatives are sought sometimes, and on other occasions. Nothing keeps on happening.
Tommy Lee, it was very interesting. You had so many obstacles. You had such a problem, that communicating with your wife in this movie, but you wanted to, and it was so many things that just, you see that in relationships with men, that you wanted to talk to her, but you couldn't. I loved how you played that in the movie.
Oh, thank you. Well, this character is, he's living his life in a rut.
Yeah.
And he's entirely dependent on his wife, whom he ignores, and he's not aware of any of it.
You know, we're sitting with two people who have had long marriages. You have been married for 33 years, had a career, 4 children, 2 daughters who are actresses, good actresses. You've been married for 11 years. So what's the secret?
Yeah. What is
Give
the
us,
secret?
each of you, if you figured it out.
Well, we don't know that
What
they're
makes it
happily
work?
married. Nobody says
Well, I
that.
don't know. I'm assuming, as of sitting here today, it's okay. We're not going to read tomorrow,
so
right?
far.
Okay.
But, you know.
Okay, so for you, the career, the marriage, the children, that's a long time.
Oh, you know.
How do you not
couple
do it
tips.
is the better question.
Yeah.
How do you not fulfill what you need to fulfill?
Look, I don't know. I didn't write this, you know. I'm just saying, I don't know the secret, but I do think every marriage is individual, and everyone, is successful or not based on what you put into it, and
But you got to put something into it.
yeah,
That's what's...
and
What do you think?
forgiveness and all those things, and letting people do what they need to do, and all that.
That's good stuff.
Letting people grow, letting people expand.
Yeah,
Paying attention.
Listening.
Letting people, you
and
think the same thing, letting people grow, letting them be themselves, the prompter.
absolutely. Well, yeah, to a certain extent.
We're the experts on acting.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes acting is supposed to come from real life, and so far, so good. Will you stick around with us? We have more questions. We'll be right back.
Oh, yeah.
Tommy Lee Jones, who's starring in the new movie Hope Springs. That was the very funny and talented Steve Carell.
Yes.
You know, Meryl, in this movie, you had to fake an orgasm, and I was wondering, did you do that when you played Julia Child also?
I do it all the time. Yeah. So that was,
Do you have to do it in any other movie, really?
well, I'm trying to think. Yeah, lots of them.
Sophie's Choice, maybe?
They always want the women to do that, you know.
Well, it's hard for a man to fake an orgasm, isn't it?
No.
Tommy?
I don't know. I've never tried.
And we'll move right along. So, listen, Tommy, now that we've asked you that question, I'm going to let you off the hook, so to speak.
Okay.
So we don't know as much about you as we do about Meryl, but you have a big cattle ranch, yeah?
We're in the cattle business, yes.
But are you really? I mean, do you get out there with a hat like a cowboy and...
All this stuff.
Yeah. So you're an active cattle rancher in your spare time, which you don't have much of.
That's right.
Help me a little. Tell me about it.
Well, we have a farm, too. We make, we raise our own hay, but most of our cattle are range cattle. They're just out there eating the plants that are available.
Is that your real love?
I have many real loves.
Oh.
Well, I know one of your real loves, I bet, because your wife is a polo player.
Yes, she is.
An extraordinary polo player, I'm
Well, she won the
told.
United States Women's Open this year.
Oh, yes. I thought that'd be
wonderful.
nice to hear. Now, do you also play?
Yeah.
Are you a polo player?
yeah.
Who taught who how to play?
I taught her.
All right.
So this is what you were talking about, encouraging each other and...
Yeah, she's also a second, maybe third year student at the Brooks Institute of Photography in Santa Barbara.
Oh, nice.
She's probably their best student, I think.
And
Well, yeah.
Tommy Lee,
Yeah.
we got a picture of you because you went to Harvard University on a football scholarship.
No, it wasn't a football scholarship.
It wasn't a football scholarship. What was it?
They give academic merit scholarships, right?
Brain scholarship.
Aren't you a roommate with Al Gore?
Yes.
Yes.
But we have a picture of you. Do we have this
Are you still
picture?
friends now?
Now look at this is Tommy Lee back. I just want to say, that is the hottest picture of you. You were so hot. Were you the type of guy that was a serious date one girl type of guy, or did you kind of get around back then?
Kind of got around.
Are you still friends with Al Gore? Are you guys still buddies? That's great. I love a
Did you
college
think in those
friendship.
days that he was going to be a presidential, vice presidential candidate?
I was, we all thought Al was going to do very well at whatever he chose to do. But then we all did.
Sure.
Yes, you did.
Meryl, I wanted to speak about two young women who are doing very well, your daughters, Mamie and Grace. They are so successful in what they do. I mean, obviously, what a great model you are. I know you don't like the red carpet hoopla events, but when they have theirs, do you feel differently about celebrating their work on a red carpet for them?
I am not very good on the red carpet.
I know you don't like it,
But
right?
they really like it. Do they?
You were so nice on the red carpet. I was there when you won your Oscar. And you were so busy, and you took the time to go, that's a lovely dress. And I'm going, oh, my gosh.
She's like that.
It's so
Well,
sweet.
I mean, it was.
But those are Mamie and Grace, right?
Yeah, Mamie
I've
and
seen them
Grace,
in a
yeah.
couple of things. They're terrific.
They really
But
are.
don't you have a third daughter?
Yes.
What's her name and what does she do?
That's Louisa, and she's still in college.
Oh, she's still in
So
college.
she's-
She wants to be an actor, too?
One
No,
son.
she's studying psychology and religion.
Oh, excuse me.
Excellent.
She's going to set me straight.
And then you have a boy.
And my son is a musician in Los Angeles.
When the hell did you have time to have 4 children, do 100 movies, be so great at what you do, still stay married? How did you do it? That's what we're trying to figure out up here.
I had a lot of help, honestly. I really did.
Yeah.
Great, great women who helped me and cooked when I, was working and shopped and...
Did you go through the mother guilt? You know, we always go through that guilt as being a mother. How did you handle that?
you deal with it all your life. Even in retrospect, you deal with it.
Yeah.
You think, I maybe wasn't there for this, or I didn't make that school play or something.
Yeah.
You deal with it,
Yeah,
But
it's a lot
I
of
mean,
school plays.
it's a testament to my kids that they like what I do and they want to do it themselves.
Is
They
it
seem
also a
normal, your
testament-
kids. I don't know if I
They're,
can't tell.
they're all right.
Is
You
it
know,
also-
there's some stuff.
Is it also a testament to your husband, who's a wonderful artist, a sculptor?
Yes. Yeah, well, he's an amazing person that doesn't like me to talk about him.
No, I know that. That's why I talked about it. That's why I said it. I know it, but
But
know.
he is. He's a stalwart.
So, Tommy Lee,
Yeah.
how you doing?
I'm doing well.
Just checking in. Just
So
checking in.
what's next for the two of you? Because you're both very busy. Do you have another film, something in the works? This one hasn't even opened yet, and I'm pushing you ahead.
Well, I'm going to do a movie of the play August Osage County.
Yes.
Oh, great.
What a script. Great script.
For the Iron Lady, this past year, I think it was, right?
Yeah.
You said, I love this, you got on stage and you said, quote, when they called my name, I had this feeling I could hear half of America going, oh no, oh come on, why her again? Do you really think people are sick of you winning? I don't think so.
Yeah.
No, I really don't.
I think we got behalf of the nation in saying no one is sick of you winning anything. It is so well deserved, and I can safely say on behalf of all of us, you definitely made our summer by coming by today. You will absolutely get so much out of this film. We want to thank Meryl Streep and, of course, Tommy Lee Jones. Hope Springs opens today nationwide. Run to it, and we'll be right back.
Yes.